Welcome to English with Abby and Torai. I'm Abby. And if you have ever wondered, or if you are wondering what your English level is, today we will do an English level test or an English level quiz that will test your English level. The quiz will have 4 sections and will cover grammar, vocabulary, and natural English usage as well. And so we'll go through each section on its own and then talk about the correct answer and why. And then at the end, I'll give you the scores and however much you scored and what that level would be. So be sure to follow along. You can pause before I go through each one, or you can go through it with me and choose the correct answer. Grab a notebook, write down what your correct answer would be, and keep track of your score. So the first is grammar. I have 3 grammar questions. This test is testing your knowledge between a B2 and C1 level. Okay, the first question. Which sentence is correct? A, I've lived here since 5 years. B, I've lived here for 5 years. A, I've lived here since 5 years. B, I've lived here for 5 years. Okay, number 2. A, if I knew the answer, I will tell you. If I knew the answer, I will tell you. Or B, if I knew the answer, I would tell you. If I knew the answer, I would tell you. And number 3, A, he suggested to go out for dinner. He suggested to go out for dinner. B, he suggested going out for dinner. He suggested going out for dinner. Okay, you can pause to make your choices, but I will go through which is the correct answer. Number 1, B, is the correct answer. We look at the difference between since and for. I've lived here for 5 years. We use for when talking about a length of time, and we use since when talking about a starting point. So if you said since, you would say, I've lived here since 2020. And then we use for with the length of time. I've lived here for 5 years. Number 2, B, is also the correct answer. If I knew the answer, I would tell you. I would tell you. So here we have the difference between the future tense, future simple tense, and the second conditional tense. Here, the second conditional is the correct tense to use. We have the past tense verb plus the conditional plus the verb tell. I would tell you. If I knew the answer, I would tell you. And finally, number 3 is also B. He suggested going out to dinner. The reason is because after we use the verb suggested, we need a gerund. A gerund is a verb plus ing. A verb plus ing. He suggested going out for dinner. And that is the correct usage of this phrase or this sentence. Okay, let's go to the next section. Okay, on to vocabulary. 1, after a long weekend, we were. After a long weekend, we were. And then fill in the blank with one of these 3 options. A, exhausted. B, exciting. Or C, exhausting. Exhausted, exciting, or exhausting. Choose the answer that best fits in the blank. Number 2, what does to call it a day mean? What does to call it a day mean? A, to name a specific day. B, to stop working for the day. Or C, to start early. And number 3, what's the opposite of put off? What's the opposite of put off? Okay, let's talk about the correct answers now. For number 1, after a long weekend, we were exhausted. Exhausted. We were exhausted because this is talking about a feeling that you had. We were exhausted. We felt exhausted. Being exhausted is a state of being, it is a feeling. While exciting and exhausting are adjectives that describe a situation. You could say, like, that was exciting or that was exhausting. That would describe a situation. They're not feelings, like exhausted is a feeling. Number 2, what does to call it a day mean? It means B, to stop working for the day. To stop working for the day. In a phrase, I would say, okay, let's call it a day. And then we would be done and stop working for that day. Generally, you would use this phrase if you've maybe had a long day and you've been working a long time with other people, and you just say, okay, let's call it a day and let's start again tomorrow. So that is what to call it a day means. And then finally, what's the opposite of put off? What's the opposite of put off? Put off means you push something away, which means not literally pushing it away, but like you don't do something. Like if you have an assignment or you have homework that you need to do and you say, oh, well, I'm going to put it off until tomorrow. I'll put it off until tomorrow. And then the next day and put it off until the next day. And so you just don't do it. You keep putting it off until tomorrow. You keep waiting and not doing it and saying you'll do it again tomorrow or the next day. So then the opposite of put off would be maybe to bring forward. To bring forward, or which means you do it now. You bring it forward and do it now. Put off is not a literal phrase, but a figurative phrase, meaning you don't do something when you need to do it. You keep putting it off. So then the opposite of that would be to bring forward, which means you do it now. Okay, let's go to the next section. Okay, the next section is natural English. First question, what does hit the ground running mean? What does hit the ground running mean? A, to start something with a lot of enthusiasm and energy. To start something with a lot of enthusiasm and energy. Or B, to take your time to prepare. To take your time to prepare. Number 2, what does the ball is in your court mean? What does the ball is in your court mean? And 3, choose the most natural sentence. Choose the most natural sentence. A, she's good in playing the guitar. She's good in playing the guitar. Or B, she's good at playing the guitar. She's good at playing the guitar. Okay, let's talk through the answers. Number 1, what does hit the ground running mean? It means A, to start something with a lot of enthusiasm and energy. You hit the ground running, you are really excited, you start with a lot of enthusiasm and energy, and you know what you're doing, and you just get going, and you're excited about it. 2, what does the ball is in your court mean? What does the ball is in your court mean? This is another idiom similar to hit the ground running. It's a phrase we use that doesn't mean anything about balls or courts, but it does mean that it is your turn to make a decision. It is your turn to make a decision, or it's your turn to decide something. If someone says the ball is in your court, they're telling you, okay, it's your turn, you decide. So maybe you would say like your turn to decide. Okay, number 3, choose the most natural sentence. B is the most natural here. She's good at playing the guitar. She's good at playing the guitar. We use at, the preposition at, in this context. Okay, let's do the final section. Okay, for the final section, we'll do some natural fluency practice. It, of course, is blank right now. I am going to say a phrase in my natural fluency that I would speak with other native English speakers, and I'm going to use an idiom. See if you can hear the idiom and write it down what you hear. I will then tell you what the idiom is and then tell you what it means. So this could be like 2 points in this one. If you know the idiom, if you hear it in the sentence that I say, and if you know what it means. So this question is worth 2 points. Okay, here is the phrase, again said in my natural, fluent English. Okay, I'll have to take a rain check tonight. I have to do some work. I have to take a rain check tonight because I need to do some work. Okay, write down the idiom that you heard, and I will tell you. Okay, take a rain check. I said I'll have to take a rain check tonight because I have to do some work. Or I have to take a rain check tonight because I have too much work to do. Take a rain check means that you postpone something. You postpone something to a later date. A later date. Oh, the board's very wobbly this way. Postpone means you push it to a later date. It means you do it later. I need to take a rain check. I need to take a rain check because I need to work. That means we'll have to have dinner another day. Okay, so again, this was worth 2 points. All right, so make sure that you tally up your own score. And here are the scores around here. So if you had 0 to 4 points, you're around a B1 level. If you had 5 to 8 points, you're around a B2 level. If you had 9 to 11 points, you're a C1 level. And if you had 12 plus, 12 or more points, you are around a C2 level. You are nearly fluent, doing a great job. So whichever level you are at, we have more videos that can help you move to the next level. Let us know in the comments how you did, and be sure to share this with someone else who's maybe wondering where their English is at as well. And we will see you in the next video.